All right, ladies and gentlemen, in today's video, we're going to explore an exploring brand. You'll see what I mean by that. It's actually a niche in a category of products that has a high average order value, which means a decent margin, which means you're going to be able to run meta ads and it's going to be a breeze. Now, they are running meta ads, and this store in particular, there's just so many things that we can take away from them that are inspiring, and we'll just get right into it. So the store is called Baboon to the Moon. Now, what they do is they sell all sorts of backpacks, and that's the niche, backpacks. Now, bags of all particular sizes and shapes are a really, really great niche because everybody needs them. Everybody needs things to carry things in. Now, as you see, their traffic is continuously rising, which is really encouraging for the brand, but also for the category as well, right? This is a great category of products to go into the summer with, and you can see it in the traffic. Now, the reason why I said there's a lot of things to learn outside of what I literally just mentioned is that the branding here is extremely unique, especially for a brand like this. And actually, in a recent video, this one in particular, where I went over Davey Fogarty's video where he shares some winning products, in it, he said what I'm about to say, which is that what they did is literally just Gen Z'd the niche. So they took a Gen Z approach. This looks like it's for younger people, right? Like, obviously, an old person's probably not going to look at this and be like, whoa, this speaks to me. This literally just speaks to a younger demographic, from the colors to the imagery to the fonts to the overall branding. Now, that's what's really cool about it, and that's one thing that we can learn is sometimes you can take a very traditional niche and Gen Zify it, right? Like, make it just younger. And in that video that I mentioned with Davey, which you should check out, it was from a few days ago, actually. Wow, I make a lot of videos. It feels like so long ago. He mentioned this binocular niche and how a brand was able to do the same thing. Take a really interesting and traditional product like binoculars and Gen Zify it, right? They made it look younger, more trendy. And that's exactly what these guys are doing. So, funny enough, though, when I look at these Shopify stores, even though they all look different, they all have these same things going on. They have obviously their product display, right? They have interesting things like this, just badges that are kind of giving more value, worldwide shipping, guaranteed forever. Like, whoa, that's pretty big, right? That's a big value proposition. Then they have some authority figures, so places where they've been featured, blogs, things of that nature. And then some people using the product, and then it's their social media pages. Now, they are pretty big on TikTok. They have 74,000 followers on here, and they have some videos that have done quite well. But here's the thing. They also probably run these as ads. That's the genius playbook that you can run on TikTok, and that's something that we've actually covered in the accelerator recently, in the ChemiLab accelerator, which we just launched. We did our first call yesterday, and this is the playbook that I outlined and even shared some tests and brands that we're running. And the playbook is post organically and amplify what's working with paid ads. It's really that simple. And they're following that playbook pretty to a T, I would say. So they're actually really good at getting some viral content out there. A lot of their views are really consistently, in the 6-figure range, which is super good. You guys still are sleeping on how much brand awareness that can bring to your brand. And then if we take a look at their meta ads, let's filter by active. This is something that, we forget to do sometimes. On Meta, they're actually running mostly static images, which here is a bit of a mistake in my opinion on their part, and it's probably costing them a decent bit of money. Is that images are great, they actually can work quite well, but you shouldn't just go run images with meta ads. You should have more creative diversity. That's what Meta themselves recommend. Like, literally, if you just read the Meta manuals, Meta ads manuals, that's what they recommend. Obviously, I own a meta ads agency, so we get all that information. We're some of the first people to test out their new features and things of that nature, and you can actually run all of this content on Meta. Surprisingly, this stuff actually performs really well, because guess what? If it's engaging on on TikTok, it's really likely to be engaging on Meta too. And I've seen that over and over again on a variety of stores, not just one store that I run. I've seen this on dozens of stores. And that's the beauty of running a business like mine, is I get so many data points that I can reference. And, obviously I make all these videos, so I'm literally like a database for e-com stores at this point. But I'm putting it all into practice. That's the beauty of it. Especially things that actually get results like this: 1 million views, 1.2 million views, 1.3, 1.1. Like, these are high engagement ads. They are very likely to perform well on Meta and get way lower metrics than the image ads that they're getting would when it comes to CPM, CPCs, and therefore cost per purchase and return on ad spend. These are the things that you want if you want to scale your brand. So they should definitely do that. And sorry to get too technical here, but I recently learned if you want to do that without risking much, you can do it in its own campaign, maybe a TikTok content campaign that runs cost caps, right? So then it will only spend money if Meta thinks it will get results. And if it's not spending money, then it's not going to waste money, right? But let's look at their product image. So I want to click shop, and then I want to go to everything. And then what I want to do is filter. I don't know if we can filter by best selling, but that's usually a hack that I use on every store that I check out here on YouTube. If this is your first time watching my videos, welcome. We do this literally all the time. But this is a very smart thing to do. Is just look at what's really selling well for a brand. That's a good data point to keep in mind, especially if you're testing products. Now, this is a big bag that they have. It's pretty cool. I actually really like this bag. I would buy this and use it. And it's $200, $219. Wow, this is a really cool scroll effect that they have going on their store. But you know what we're going to do is we're actually going to look at the mobile view, even though it looks ugly on desktop. But this is actually more important because mobile view is the most important way to look at your store. And a lot of people neglect that. A lot of people actually only edit their store on desktop, which is a huge mistake. Make sure that your store looks good on mobile. So this is a really cool scroll feature that they have. Like, it kind of takes part of the buy box, but it doesn't matter. It actually looks good. And to me, it's actually really cool and effective. It probably does increase their conversion rate. Then they have a sticky cart, which is really good. Obviously, they're trying to stay on brand, but personally, I would probably make that a different color, or I would still keep an add to cart button here and then enable this once you start scrolling, because this, maybe it's just me, but it would be not super easy to see. Love the landing page. Love how easy they make it to understand. It's just really readable points. That's awesome. And then, some more products, and then more products, and then reviews. Great stuff. And that's it. Honestly, a very simple landing page, right? Nothing too special besides the branding. If we add this to cart, boom, we can have a lot of upsells here. Very well done. Super good stuff right here. This is an awesome way to increase your average order value. Believe it or not, if you just show people more stuff before they buy, once they're about to check out, you're more likely to get them to buy more stuff. Who would have thought, right? Gas stations work, that way. That's why candies are always displayed in the front, right? Once you're about to check out, to upsell you on some things. Now, if we click checkout, we see it's a Shopify store. Of course, this is a classic Shopify checkout, the best checkout in the world for e-commerce outside of obviously the social channels like TikTok Shop. And that's really about it for this brand. They sell bags. They're getting to the bag. They're selling bags. What else could you ask for, right? This is a really beautifully done brand. I'm very impressed by them. And, if anyone from the brand is watching, make sure to reach out to me. I would love to give you any advice. I know I talked about how you could run this content risk-free, for example. I would love to set that up for your business. My media buying team is incredible, and we could set that up super easily for you. So, yeah, if you want those systems, maybe you're a different brand and you want us to set up those systems, the link is in the description for connecting with us to set that up. But also, the accelerator is officially live, so you should definitely book a call with us below to see if you're the right fit. That's actually where I found this brand, is through the data in the accelerator, which we provide for all the members. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this. Hopefully you had a good time here with me. It's Friday. Happy Friday. I hope you guys have a great weekend, but I'll see you tomorrow. So peace.